For those of you that haven't seen my video from last week, all of this on my face is because I was had an accident on my bike and I face planted on the macadam and landed on the side of my face. Broke my nose. 6 stitches in there, 3 stitches in my lip, laceration here, laceration on my cheek, 2 knuckles. So I was banged up pretty bad. But that's not what this is about. But I just wanted to explain so you understand why I look so beat up. On February 13th, 2022, while still celebrating my birthday, my ex asked me for a divorce. Now, keep in mind, 2.5 years before this date, I caught her in bed with a friend at a party we were hosting at our house. March 14th of the same year that she asked me for a divorce, I was starting a new job. So I had asked that she be moved out a week before I started my job. So I had the opportunity to wrap my head under what was going in my life. She's leaving. I have to figure out how I'm going to take care of my 80-some-year-old father who has vascular dementia. And kind of stressful, but I managed. And I try to keep positive because, I'm taking care of my father, and I have to keep a good face on. I didn't want him to know what was going on because she was his primary caretaker. And now she was disappearing out of his life. Kind of similar to my mother passing away in 2017. So my ex had actually quit her job to take care of my father. We discussed it, and she was already in the healthcare type things. She was taking care of physically and mentally handicapped people at her job. So we figured it was the logical choice to have her take care of them. And she did a really good job. I will never begrudge her for how much she had done for him. So, slow forward through property discovery and separation of assets. At one point in time, I offered a piece of land that we owned in Thomas, West Virginia. It was valued around $45,000. She said she didn't want the house, that she wanted a one lump sum payment, and I wasn't able to do that. So once everything was negotiated, it was determined that we had $80,000 in assets to split. She was to get $40,000, and we had to subtract support off that I was paying for a little under a year, in which she was actually living with her boyfriend. So the total was a little under $32,000. October 30th, 2023, the divorce was final. Woohoo! Yay! But I still owed her $30,698.30 at this time. So also on October 6th, 2023, I offered to pay her $1,000 a month for 31 months. She turned it down because she wanted a lump sum payment, which I didn't have. So April 24th, she filed a contempt of court because I hadn't paid her. And of course I lost, which, rightfully so. So I was court mandated to put my house up for sale in order to get her the proceeds. Now, keep in mind, my house is valued here, and if the house sells, pay my mortgage off, and I can pay her off. But then I don't have my 1780 farmhouse, which I can deal with. If she's paid off, we're done. So I put the house on the market. The house continued to stay on the market without selling. I decided at this time to put the Thomas piece of land up for sale. I got an offer on the land. They backed out. I dropped the price of the land. We got more bites. We finally got a signed contract. I'm thinking then I'm finally have what I need to pay her in a lump sum. They backed out of the contract. The next day, an offer came in, and we negotiated that they pay so much, and I worked at. I would finance a portion of the land for 12 months. Things are looking up, so I'm thinking I'm finally get to pay her a large portion of what I owed her. Settlement was coming up, and I needed her sign off on the deed. She refused to sign because she wanted the full amount I owed her, which I wasn't getting from the sale because of selling for a certain amount, them paying under the full offered value, but they were going to finance part of it. So I thought this was a good deal for me. I would get the money, some money, to pay her a good lump sum, not the full amount, but a good lump sum. So she refused to sign. So I screwed up my taxes. I thought the settlement date, I would be able to pay back my taxes and keep my house from being sold at the tax auction. All I needed was to get her to sign. I can pay her $20,000 and pay my back taxes. Again, she refused to sign. My house was sold at tax auction. I'm thinking now, what do I do? This is where I'm asking for your help. I'm asking for small donations to help me keep my house. Give if you can. If you can't, it's okay. If you want to say a positive word, that's okay too. All I want to do is pay my taxes and keep my house at this time. Now, remember earlier, I wanted to give her that piece of land to keep my house. She refused. This is the same land that she won't sign the deed. This is the same land she refused in negotiation. Right now, I just want to save my house. I need to push legally for a signature, but I'm out of time. Please help me keep my house. I have a GoFundMe that you can donate to. I would greatly appreciate the gesture to keep my house. That's all I want. If I abide by her and give her conditions for the land sale, so to get her signature, she will take all the money from the land sale, and I won't be able to pay my back taxes. So not only will I lose my land, I'll lose my house, and pretty much have nothing left. So I'm a very proud person. I don't ask for help much. Ask any of my friends. I rarely ask for help. So I'm appealing to you to help a little. I'm not asking for anybody to pay any large sums. Just whatever you can afford. $5, $1. I just need to keep my house. That's it. So I hope you guys are having a great day. And if you can't help, I hope you have a fantastic day. If you can't help, I hope you have a great day. That's all I have. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.